So the full spec sheet for the Samsung Tab S11 Ultra is finally out, and there's one detail in here that I honestly didn't see coming. On top of that, we've also got an official image that answers the biggest question we've had about the S Pen on the Tab S11 Ultra. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Zahid here. Now we already knew a few things Samsung was doing with the Tab S11 Ultra, like shrinking down the notch on the front, which also means dropping one of the cameras, plus some changes to the S Pen and a few other tweaks. But the biggest concern about this tablet was the S Pen itself. An official image made the rounds that showed no S Pen marking on the back, which raised a lot of questions. Was this just a simple design choice, or did it mean Samsung was removing the magnetic charging entirely, which could also mean losing the Bluetooth features? Well, today we've got an answer, and this one comes straight from Samsung. Take a look at this official image. This is the Tab S10 Lite, which will be launching alongside the Tab S11 Ultra. It also supports the S Pen, and if you take a look at the back, there's no marking there either, but the image clearly shows you can still charge the S Pen in that same spot. So what this means is simple: Samsung is only removing the marking, but the magnetic charging is still built in. That's a huge sigh of relief, because it basically confirms they aren't stripping the Bluetooth features from the S Pen. And I've said before why those features are so important on a productivity tablet. So it's good to see Samsung keeping them intact. Now moving on, a full spec sheet for the Tab S11 Ultra has been revealed, and it shows a detail that's actually really impressive. This comes from my friend Ahmed, who has a pretty good track record with Samsung leaks. And let's just start with the detail that stood out the most. We already know Samsung is giving the tablet a larger 11,600 mAh battery that's 400 more than last year's model. But get this, they're doing it while making the tablet even thinner. The Tab S11 Ultra will come in at just 5.1 mm thick, which is 0.3 mm less than its predecessor. Now sure, 0.3 mm doesn't sound like much, but considering last year's model was already razor thin and Samsung still managed to squeeze in a bigger battery, that's pretty impressive. It actually brings the tablet in line with Apple's iPad Pro, which is also 5.1 mm, but here's the difference: Samsung's packing in a much larger battery. Now about that front camera situation, since Samsung's removing the dual setup, the question was whether the single replacement would be an upgrade. But the answer looks like no. It's still a 12 megapixels camera just like last year, which strongly suggests the sensor hasn't changed either. That makes it more of an aesthetic tweak up front, since the notch is smaller, but at the cost of losing the dual setup. A little disappointing, honestly. As for the rear cameras, they're sticking with the same 13MP plus 8MP system as before. Other details confirmed include 45-watt charging for stereo speakers, Wi-Fi 7 support, eSIM, IP68 water and dust resistance, S Pen included in the box, the new MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus chip, and two color options, gray and silver. So when you put it all together, the real differences between the Tab S10 Ultra and this new S11 Ultra come down to the bigger battery, thinner profile, redesigned notch, new chipset, and that minor S Pen change. To be clear, Samsung is actually launching 3 tablets this time: Tab S11, S11 Ultra, and S10 Lite. The S10 Lite is the affordable option, but here's the good part: it still supports the S Pen, and Samsung is including it right in the box. That's something you usually don't see at this price point. Another standout is the software support. Samsung is promising 7 years of OS updates for this tablet. And when you consider the fact that it will come in at around $400, that's a pretty big deal. So with that in mind, here are the full specs of the S10 Lite and the other 2 tablets. Now what about the launch? Well, the Tab S10 lineup was unveiled at the end of September last year, so we're probably only a few weeks out from the official reveal. And Samsung has already confirmed they're holding a special press conference on September 4th at IFA, so there's a real chance we'll see the new Tab S11 series debut there. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra is for users who want the absolute best display, largest battery, and highest performance, with prices reflecting that premium status. The Tab S11 offers nearly all flagship features, but in a smaller size and at a more reasonable price, making it a great all-rounder. The Tab S10 Lite delivers solid performance, a big screen, and S Pen support at an entry-level price, making it perfect for students or casual users. Whether you want the ultimate powerhouse, the balanced middle option, or the budget-friendly choice, Samsung's 2025 tablet lineup has something for everyone. I've got some updates about the S26 Ultra, and not just that, Samsung is already working on an even bigger change for the Ultra after that. Click right here to check it out. See you in the next video. Take care.